Hello and welcome. As you probably guessed, I am Mother Azure, but you can also call me Maria. I have another pick a card reading today. I talked to my guides and they said they wanted to pick a card again and they want to focus on what you need to heal right now. So this is pile 1, 2, and pile 3. And here on pile 1 you have a rose quartz. There we go. In pile 2 you have a clear quartz. And in pile 3 you have an agate stone. There it is. So you can pause the video right now to choose your pile and I'll see you in the one in whichever you choose. Let's go. Hello, if you chose the rose quartz, it is your reading. I'm gonna put this one over here. And okay. So I'm gonna use the crystal for a second. So this stone right here, the rose quartz, it has a lot to do with love, but I feel like when it comes to healing, it helps a lot with self-love. So maybe you have to work on a little bit on your self-love and your compassion for yourself and how you see yourself. Okay, so let's put that over here. I'm gonna start with Oracle this time, so I'm gonna start with this 3. I pre-shuffled these cards. These are the cards that came out for you, so I'm gonna use them. So let's see this one. It says Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. This one is Comfort, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal, Archangel Azrael. And then I have the Cosmic Heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Yes, okay. So yes, definitely do work on that self-love, but I feel right now I feel like you're going through a time in your life where you may be either overworking yourself or not devoting enough time to yourself for your healing or for a self-care routine just at all. So yeah, I don't feel like you have a self-care routine that you do regularly. So I'm maybe you do, but I'm seeing that it's not consistent. It's not like you do this, let's say, on Friday nights every week. I don't see you having a specific routine or not, or certain things you do. I see that you need some type of, maybe a little bit of structure here, because you're not making enough time for yourself and you're worrying a lot about whatever it is that you're doing. I feel like it could be job related or not, just simply it feels like a very maybe hectic energy. Before I did this reading, I started talking to the camera and I forgot to do my prayers and stuff I do before I start, which you guys don't see it on camera, but I always do it. So I feel like you're kind of overlooking something very important, but I'm feeling like it's your self-care and the time you dedicate to yourself. With Archangel Azrael here, it says, I'm helping you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So I do feel like, okay, alright, so I got something here. So you may be right now, this thing about overworking and working, constantly and not dedicating enough time to yourself, it could be some sort of result, either and or it could be both, but it could be also either of these. It could come from childhood, like some type of childhood issues that you had with your family that made you feel like you had to be perfect, so basically you work really hard, or it could be related to a relationship that went south recently. It doesn't have to be recent. In fact, it doesn't feel that recent. I would say that if it's related to a relationship, it has to be at least a year. I don't know why I feel like that, but your angels and your guides, they are willing to help you. I mean, they brought you here for a reason, right? But Make your life a moving prayer. They would definitely want you to start in this. For you to heal, you need to develop some sort of self-care routine. This doesn't have to take you 3 hours to do. I understand there are some people that, you know, we're busy and you need time for other stuff, but this could be as simple as waking up, and maybe when you wake up, before grabbing your phone, you sit down for 5 minutes, do some breathing work, you know, you meditate a little bit and then you get up. Or this could be as simple as taking a cup of tea before you go to work, and just take that cup of tea in a very mindful way. So sitting down and doing it slowly, you know, not hurrying up. Pardon me. It could be anything as simple as that, but that could help you a lot to start appreciating yourself a little bit more and being more loving towards yourself. Because the thing is that if you're working all the time and you're not taking any care of yourself, eventually you're gonna become very jaded and just exhausted in general. Okay, it's very important that you take some time for yourself, and that's gonna help you also heal that trauma that came either from that relationship and or from your childhood. So I'm gonna go with tarot here. We're gonna start with this one. This is the Eight of Pentacles. This is the overworking energy. The Star. I'm gonna move this over here because I have 5. The Death card. And this is interesting. I used 2 tarot decks this time. I have another one in case I need to clarify, but we're gonna go with this for now. The Eight of Cups. And the Three of Swords. Yeah, so definitely about that relationship. Very well. And when I say relationship, it could be romantic, but it doesn't have to be. It could be just something that relates to other people, or this could have been just a you know, some type of trauma in general. It could be related to basically anything, just something that really hurt you and made you feel unsafe. That's what I'm hearing. Like something that made you feel like you weren't safe. And by it doesn't have to be something that literally threatened your safety. It just could have been an environment, you know, being in an environment that didn't, where you didn't feel comfortable, so you felt like, you know, unsafe in general. Like maybe when you were a child, your family didn't tell you that they loved you a lot, or they constantly pushed you, you know, less emotions, more work type of thing. So I do see that related here. I mean, but you have the Star card, okay? The Star card right here, the Star card is about, first of all, it's about healing, and second of all, it's about like a regeneration of sorts. Because in the original Star card, in the original from the Rider-Waite's tarot, the woman in the card is naked because she's being reborn. Okay, so I can definitely see that if you work, I mean, you work hard already, but if you make some time, like at least 5 minutes minimum, I mean, I would recommend personally at least half an hour, but if you don't have time, you know, do whatever you need. I feel like if you do that, you're gonna be able to heal a lot, because you see right here, I'm hearing don't lose hope. Okay, she is holding a thread, I believe, and it's attached to a star over here, and she's touching her heart. Okay, so the thing here, this Three of Swords, these cards are a little bit bloody, but I know why I got them, because I felt like they bring a more raw, like a specific rawness to this reading, because I know these cards are very pretty and colorful. And the thing with the Three of Swords is that I mean, the Three of Swords is painful, like really, really painful. You have 3 swords stabbed in your heart, okay? But the thing with that is that those wounds, they heal over time, okay? But you can't. And here's what I'm hearing in my head. If you get a cut on your finger, if you don't put a band-aid on it, you're gonna keep bleeding, right? So you need to do something to stop the bleed. I mean, it's gonna stop bleeding at some point, but it will take longer than if you just get a band-aid, right? So time does heal, but sometimes you need to help time heal you, okay? So you do have to take a step forward and try to do this. It kind of feels, I'm sorry, they just told me this and I need to say it. I'm not trying to attack you here, but they're telling me that it's kind of like you're running from yourself, because you know that if you start doing this self-care type of thing, if you start meditating, for example, you will encounter your trauma at some point, right? And you're afraid of that, which I do not blame you at all, okay? But they're telling you that you're kind of running away from it, and that's not helping you. It's gonna make you feel worse in the end if you keep, if you stay with that inside of your heart, okay? So they're telling you to open your heart space, literally. So maybe it will be very, very beneficial for you to do meditations to open the heart chakra, and also inner child healing, which you can do inner child healing regardless of whether you have a normal childhood or not. It's good to stay in touch with your inner child either way, because we sometimes lose that as we get older. And also, what am I hearing? What is that? Like, I keep hearing, I heard this before I even started the reading. It's 528 hearts. I don't know how that works. The hertz. I meant hertz. I said hearts. But that frequency, it could help you. I don't have a lot of opinions on that, but you can try it, whatever you want to do, because they're telling you to open your heart. It's gonna be painful, because the thing is, when you get hurt, you try to protect yourself, okay, and then you start preventing anything that is, trying to avoid anything that could potentially hurt you, even if it probably won't, okay? So they want you to open your heart. So what you need to heal is your heart. That's what I'm saying. You need to heal your heart, okay? And I'm hearing, what am I hearing? I have a book here, which is, this is the guidebook from this Lightseer Tarot. I had it here because I thought I would probably need to read some. This book has affirmations, so I'm gonna give you one from these two cards. So I'm gonna go with the Star. Well, I found the Death card first. Did you see that? Okay, so this card specifically has an affirmation. I'm gonna bring it closer to you. I hope you can see that, but I'm gonna read it anyway. So it says, I allow myself to let go of the past in order to add energy to new beginnings. Repeat that, okay? It would be good if you repeat it as a mantra of sorts, okay? I hope you got a good view of that. I allow myself to let go of the past in order to add energy to new beginnings, okay? And then we get the Star. Where the hell is the Star? Okay, there we go. I expect miracles, okay? So what they're telling you is, when you doing this healing, oh, never mind, okay. I was gonna say, when you finish doing this healing, and you finally open your heart space, you're gonna have so many blessings, because you're not gonna be blocking them anymore. And if this is related to a relationship specifically, you're gonna get a new one, and a better one, okay? You don't have to fear that. I said I'm sorry because they shifted my attention towards this deck, so they probably want to say something here. Let's see what it is. I have this one here just to clarify, in case they want to say, oops, oh, those are too many, chill. In case they want to say something else. So I have the Five of Wands. Oh, I didn't show that, did I? Okay. The Six of Wands. I was thinking it and I didn't say it. Oh my god. And okay. The Three of Cups. Okay, give me a second, because I think you want one more or two. One more. Page of Swords. Alright. And here I have the Three of Pentacles. And I'm gonna put it right here, actually, because this is important to the message I'm gonna give you. So when this card came out, I was thinking, because usually the Five of Wands is about conflict, but in this deck specifically, this card, I see it as, against all odds. That's the phrase that comes to mind. So what they're telling me here is that even if your what I thought was, even if your mind tells you that you can't do it or that you shouldn't, maybe open your heart, because it would be really painful and you probably get hurt. They're telling you to stop listening, kind of like don't listen to your fear, okay? Listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, and follow that. Even if it goes against everything that your brain is telling you, because this is your healing. This is not a weird or a difficult decision. This is about your healing. You should always choose your healing, right? I mean, this lifetime of yours, you're not meant to spend it in pain, okay? So do your healing, right? Healing, yes, it may hurt sometimes because you're gonna have to basically face yourself and face your hurt, but after that you're gonna come out victorious. You have the 5 and the 6 of Wands, so this is a progression, okay? So you have 5 and 6. So if you follow this, if you start doing your healing, you're gonna come out victorious, okay? You're gonna be very happy looking back that you did it, okay? You have the 3 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups, I personally, I mean, you have a 3 and a 3 here, so number 33, maybe you want to Google the meaning of that number. But for me, the 3 of Cups specifically is, I'm sorry, I'm getting choked up. So maybe either you are getting choked up right now, or you have been crying a lot recently, or maybe no, never mind, not crying, not allowing yourself to cry, even though you want to cry, because I feel it like right in my chest and towards my throat, and it's a little bit hard to speak right now. So they're trying to, when they do this, it's so I can explain it to you, because I'm not specifically a tarot reader. I'm more of an intuitive reader. I'm more of a medium, if anything. So this is their way of explaining stuff to me. But the 3 of Cups right here, I see that even though you are so I feel like you feel that after whatever happened to you that you need to heal from right now, either regardless of if it's about a relationship or your family, you feel like maybe you're so broken that you can't exactly recover from it, right? But that's not the case. There are people in your future, and right now I see that too, that really care about you and they really love you. Do you? Because I feel like many of you don't think you're lovable. Yes, you are. If you were not lovable, these people in your current situation and in your future, they wouldn't, I mean, why would they be near you if you're not lovable, okay? And even if they're not near you, you are lovable. You're a person, and I feel like you're hurting so much, and I feel like someone took advantage of you. I don't know in what way, and I'm not gonna go into that because I feel like it could get really triggering. But I feel like someone took advantage of you in some way, and your emotions and your love for them, okay? So, but that's not gonna happen to you. Once you do this healing, the thing with healing is that it's gonna push out all that negative energy that you may have in your life or within you, and it's gonna allow for new energy. It says something about that in this card, in this card. This new energy, this new, beautiful energy is gonna come in more easily, because I'm gonna give you a little bit of an example here. Your house. If you have your house full of stuff that you don't use, of all things, you probably can't even walk in there, and there are a lot of people that you can't bring in new things, right? But if you clear all of that old energy, all of those things that you don't need anymore, you have space to buy new things that you actually like. Make sense? So that's kind of what they're trying to convey here. And with the Page of Swords, it's understandable that once you start doing this healing and some people start approaching you, you may be a little bit defensive. I'm not gonna tell you not to be. Always be cautious, but you don't have to be completely defensive, because not everyone's gonna try to hurt you, okay? So, and with this 3 of Pentacles here, which I put it there for a reason. This is this first of all, it could mean teamwork. So you may find people that you really resonate with, both in a romantic and non-romantic way. But it's about also rebuilding yourself from scratch. That's how I see that card. Taking the time an effort to see every little part of yourself that needs healing or that needs some type of transformation, and doing it. That's how I see that. And with this Page of Swords, you could be defensive, but the thing with this specific Page of Swords is that he is not vigilant. He's literally just chilling there with the swans. He's not. He's holding his sword. Yes, he's holding it in case he needs to defend himself, but he's not, you know, putting it at everyone's throat when they first meet him, right? And there's another bird here which is black, like a black swan, I'm not sure, holding a sunflower. And that for me means, once again, hope and happiness. So basically what you need to heal your heart. You need to heal from whatever this situation was, and you can do so by beginning some type of self-care routine. And they mentioned the self-care routine because maybe you don't want to jump into the heavy emotional and psychological healing on one go, but starting a self-care routine is going to help you release some of that pent-up energy, and it's going to make it easier for you to start, you know, the healing that's the most difficult one. Okay, so this is just kind of a way to have you less focused on whatever it is that you're doing, or maybe not working as much and ignoring, you know, neglecting this part of yourself, and it's going to help you heal on your way, you know, as you go along, right? So that's all I have for you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to, and I wish you the best of luck on your journey. Much love. Hello, if you chose the clear quartz, this is your pile. So the clear quartz, I'm going to talk about this one for a little bit. Well, the clear quartz, first of all, works for a ton of things, but I feel like the clear quartz helps you keep a helps you stay concentrated, you know, focused on what you need to do. And for some reason I feel like this can help you organize your thoughts in one way or another. I'm not sure. I'm not that good at crystals, but this is what I feel just looking at it, right? So I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna start with your oracle. I think you're the only group that got 2 of these, but we'll see. I'm gonna start with oracle this time, and then I'll get into tarot. Okay? So let's start with this one. This says lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You have done this before. Oh, true. This one. I just remembered that this one does have to do with memory, like helping you remember things. What? I just remember that with this. Okay. So we have that one. We have double mission. Lightworker, starseed, serve the world by being you. When I chose when the cards came out for this deck, I actually try not to see the cards before I start. This is the one I saw, and because I saw it, I put it back in, and then it came out again. So I know that is important. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about that in a second. And then let's use this one. Clairvoyance, Archangel Raziel, I am helping your spiritual side to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. And nurture, Archangel Gabriel. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. You might be interested in pile 1, actually, because I talked about the inner child for a little bit. Okay, so first of all, this card, because it came out twice. I know I put it back in because I saw it, and then it came out again, and I saw it, and it came out on top of your pile when I was choosing cards for it. So I know this is important. So first of all, you might be a starseed, a light worker, whatever you like to call yourself. You have a mission here. You're probably a little bit like me, by the way. You may be a tarot reader, you may be into astrology, and if not, you simply have a gift for helping people and healing people. So you're here for your own healing, but you're also helping people. And I just heard something from that. Okay, so the thing here is, if you're here to see what you need to heal, what you need to heal is basically, I just heard something about you absorbing other people's energy or helping them with their problems, them not returning, you know, either not being grateful or, you know, just taking your energy and leaving, and then you not maybe you not saying anything, or you know, they leave and then you if they come back, you kind of accept them back. So basically they're talking to me about people maybe taking a little bit of advantage of you. Again, pile one. If you want to watch it, go watch it, because it's I feel like it's related to it, but it's just like last time, my last reading. So it's like people taking advantage of this, because I just heard you're a light in the middle of the darkness. So you're someone that shines a lot. You're very and even if you don't think you do, energetically you attract a lot of people energetically, especially if they need healing, which is why they're highlighting this for me right now. Because the thing is, yes, you are someone that heals people with simply just talking to them. You're that good, okay? But the thing is that they're kind of taking your energy, and you become kind of drained, and then you become a little bit low vibrational, because you help them and they kind of don't treat you well. This may not happen all the time, but they're highlighting at least, I heard twice, maybe. That's like the very least, at least twice this has happened to you, okay? But I see you're someone that probably has psychic gifts. I mean, clairvoyance is here. So you may receive a lot of downloads from spirit, from your angels, from your guides. And with lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. Oh, I read it and I forgot what it said. Soul memories and gifts. You've done this before, so definitely you have a very important mission here, and you're part of the of the light worker, starseed, healer. I'm looking for a word, and I don't know that collective specifically. Okay, so welcome. But with nurture here, it says nurture your inner child. So, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So maybe you have children. If not, forget about that. But they're talking about your inner child. So yes, you need to heal your inner child first and foremost. I'm hearing you have more things to heal. Oh, okay. Specifically, they're telling me that something you need to heal is a little bit. You have some fear surrounding this. If it's not clairvoyance, your gifts, because maybe either you grew up with a religion that condemned your gifts, or people in your family feared your gifts, so they didn't really help you understand them, or control them. So you still have some issues with accepting your gifts. So you kind of, maybe you want to work with your gifts, but you are blocking them at the same time, and you don't know why. This may be coming from your childhood, but inner child healing, do it. I heard journaling right now. There are shadow work prompts, which shadow work is simply, it's like a psychological term. It's simply like questioning your behavior and seeing it's just releasing kind of. I'm not sure how to explain it. Just Google shadow work, and I believe it was Carl Jung who developed that, I believe, maybe. But inner child work, you can do journaling, of course you can do meditating. I heard, I don't know why, I don't know much about crystals, but I heard sodalite, like SOD, sodalite, SODALITE, sodalite. I heard that. I don't know what that crystal does, but maybe you should have one, or maybe you have one and they're just highlighting to me that you should use it for your healing. So I'm gonna get into the tarot so I can get a little bit more detail. So you got 4 cards. I feel like you are the one that got the most cards. So you have the 2 of Cups, oops, you have the Fool. Oh, I like that. You have the Strength card, and you have the 3 of Cups. Okay, I have 2 more, hold on. And I have the 9 of Swords, and the Fool. You got the Fool twice. How cool is that? Okay. So I feel like with what I said about you maybe having a little bit of fear regarding your gifts, it could be that you just started. Like, like you just recently started working or trying to tap into your gifts at, you know, right now. Like you just basically, I feel like if you've been doing this for a year, that's a little bit too, you know, I feel like it's been at most maybe a year since you actually started consciously tapping into your gifts. You got the Fool card twice, which is very positive. I mean, you have the Two of Cups, but the thing, what I'm seeing here is this Nine of Swords. I want to address that. I'm seeing anxiety. Why are they throwing crystals at my head today? Amethyst. I know that amethyst probably helps with anxiety, and also agate does. So maybe you would want to watch pile 3 also, but I'm not sure. But that anxiety, I'm seeing anxiety here. So your gifts cost you fear, and you're probably an empath, like 100%, 100% an empath here. And you kind of block it too, so you may get a lot of headaches, possibly. And you need to, I recommend you look up veiling, like that. Just veiling, it's just putting something on your head to prevent people's energy from, you know, attacking you, basically. But you have the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups, and yes, this could be love related, so there could be some love in the air, but I'm also seeing here specifically this about inner balance, because I mean, we're talking about healing here, and for me this is talking about two things: balancing your energy in general. So this could include you know, aligning your chakras, which I just looked here, so they just confirmed that to me. You know, balancing your chakras, possibly, and if not balancing, you know, just healing your chakras. Maybe you would like to go one by one. And the second thing is about possibly trying to balance your masculine and feminine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. Sometimes we, you know, we pull towards one side of the spectrum than another, right? But they want you to try and balance that a little bit, because it's gonna help you. You know, I feel like you may have a lot of masculine energy in. It doesn't mean you have to be a man. I just mean that you could be trying to be in control of things all the time, kind of like moi. And with that, you're kind of blocking your gifts, because the thing with psychic gifts, especially if you have, you know, clairvoyance and literally anything else, you have to let go. Like, you have to surrender. Okay, for me to even start doing this channel, I had to, you know, stop thinking about what I basically wanted to do and listen to my intuition. And I mean, my guides, they guided me to do this specific message today. Okay, so you have to surrender to that. All right, as someone who has gifts, you're kind of like a bridge. Okay, so you can give people these messages that they really need to hear, that come from the spiritual realm, from spirit, whatever you want to call it. So for you to do that, to be in tune with the divine, and at the same time deliver these messages, you have to be, first of all, balanced, and second of all, you have to, I mean, you don't have to be balanced. I'm a mess, but you have to surrender at that moment for it to happen. Okay, so whatever comes to mind, you need to say it instead of trying to resist it. Okay, because I am seeing a lot of resistance here. So that it could be related to a relationship, and if it is a relationship that I'm seeing in the horizon here, it looks very fulfilling. Just off, I mean, this, and it's new. This is, if, I mean, you could be in a relationship right now and you're really happy in it, so maybe this just means to me that your relationship is gonna be moving towards a higher level of commitment, or it's someone new that I feel like if it's someone new, it's someone that you have your eye on already. I just I have to say it. But I'm gonna have some cards from here, because what I'm seeing here, there's a little lamb here. So I heard that you've been so strong for so long, like, and like they appreciate you. Your spirit guides, they appreciate it. The angels, the spirit, whoever you believe in, they really appreciate your effort and what you're doing, because you're here on a mission, honey. Okay, and your mission is not easy. It's not easy. So probably if you've had this mission, the King of Pentacles, this mission that you have about, you you're gonna heal people in one way or another. It doesn't mean you have to be a healer or a tarot reader. It could be anything. It says serve the world by being you. That's what that card says. I've seen it like 1,000 times. So what do you like? What and by like I mean, what does your soul enjoy doing? That's your path right there. Okay. So your mission is not easy. So probably you've had a lot of traumas and ego and dark night of the souls type things happen to you just to prepare you for this. So I got the 7 of Cups right here. I didn't show it. And I'm taking one more. You got the Strength card again? Okay. Okay. And the 2 of Cups again. Okay, emphasis on love and partnership and some type of agreement too. Okay? Oh my god. You got first of all, you got the 2 of Cups twice, the Fool twice, and the Strength card twice. I used this deck to clarify for the other pile, and I shuffled it like crazy before starting here. Okay, so like, how? But with that specifically, and they're also telling you, you may be, if you're single right now and you're not dating anyone or anything like that, then you probably wanted a relationship for a minute now, and they're telling you to have a little bit of patience here, because I do see it coming for you, and probably pretty soon. But you have to take care of this anxiety, this inner child type thing that you have going on, because I mean, I don't want to say what I just heard, but I'm gonna say it because they told me, like, if you are in your head a lot, which I feel like you are, like you're someone who overthinks a lot, you just may kind of miss this person. It's not like you're gonna miss them and not see them again, but maybe they will come into your life, and you're not gonna be completely ready for a relationship, and you're gonna have to part ways before coming together again. If you're not single, don't worry about that. But that's what I'm seeing, and I have to say it again about the balance thing. I'm gonna show you this card specifically. Not sure if you can see that, but right here, they have the Pisces, the zodiac sign. So you may be a Pisces or a water sign in general, but I have the symbol of Pisces. But the way the symbol of Pisces is here reminds me of the yin and yang. Okay, so you definitely have to balance your own energy and align your chakras and do that inner child healing. The inner child healing, I recommend the guided meditations on YouTube. They will be beneficial for you for this, or at least until you get used to doing it on your own. And definitely shadow work. And I feel like I have to say it, that you're such a strong person. Like honestly, I applaud you and I admire you for this, because the Strength card is here twice. Okay, twice. And I mentioned patience because the Strength card is also about patience. Okay, so not only being patient about that relationship, if that resonates for you, it's about being patient with yourself. Okay, because I feel like if you're in your head a lot, you could be a little bit worried or frustrated. Maybe it feels like you could get frustrated or in your head a lot about with your progress. Like you feel you're trying to do some things and your anxiety won't allow you to, or you feel like you won't be good enough for that, or like you're not ready yet. Just have some patience with yourself. Don't beat yourself up for not doing what you want to do perfectly in the first try. Okay, like I say this a lot, we're here to learn. Okay, and you being, like I said, you being this lightworker starseed, you probably had many lessons to learn, because the thing with being a light worker of sorts is that I usually find that people who are light workers have been through a lot themselves, like the majority of the time. And that's because you kind of need to know how pain feels for you to learn from it, and for you to sympathize and to empathize with people who are going through the same things as you. Okay, and I got this message recently, and I remember seeing someone, I believe it was a speech by an actress, and I do not remember her name. I apologize for that, but she was basically saying that when she was younger, when she was a kid, maybe you could relate to this, because if they're calling my attention to this story, it could be that you relate to it in some way. That as a child, her family was poor, so sometimes she would go to bed hungry. She wouldn't eat, she would sleep, and there were roaches everywhere. And every day she said she would pray for, she prayed to God to take her out of there. And every day she would wake up in the same place, right? And sometimes that feels like a punishment, right? But she said that now she understands why she wasn't just taken from there and put in a happy place. It was so she could, and I have chills, it was so she could understand that pain and what going to bed hungry meant for her to, when she was older, for her to decide to help people who are going through the same things as her. Okay, that makes sense. I got mad chills talking about that story, so I feel like you may resonate with that story on some level, because I do have inner child healing. Usually, I mean, I think everyone needs some type of inner child healing, but I feel like they're emphasizing it a lot. So you may have had a traumatic childhood in some way, shape, or form. So I mean, but they learn, you're very strong, you're doing great. And the thing is that whatever you went through was not a punishment, okay? It's never a punishment unless you do something bad and then you get back karma. As a kid, what could you have possibly done to deserve pain? Nothing. You were a kid, right? So you have done your healing. I mean, you're here just because you're like, okay, I feel like I need help with this, but like, you've done healing already. Like, this is not the first time. This is not your first rodeo. That's the word I heard. Either here on the earth, or with healing in and of itself, right? Makes sense? So I keep hearing stones. Does someone that's watching this reading like crystals? Because I never use crystals, and I got lapidolite. Did I say that already? Did I? If I did, they're emphasizing it again. Because I have no idea. I don't use crystals at all. And I heard something about the beach right now. I mean, I do have, seashells right here. But maybe you like the beach. But, here, I forgot about these two cards completely. I was talking about these ones. You have the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. So definitely I feel you have a lot of, it feels like frustration, because you are not sure, maybe you're not sure where to go right now. And you could also right now be, I feel like you're not in like a bad place financially, completely. Or at least you feel a little bit more secure in yourself and in your life right now, but you're still kind of like at a loss when it comes to your spiritual things and your emotions. So it's very appropriate that that card came out, because I just heard focus, like clear focus. Oh, okay, so it would be beneficial for you to maybe sit down and just clear your head. Just write anything, whatever comes to your head, anything, for you to clear your mind so you can more clearly make a decision. And always remember to use your intuition here, okay? Because I feel like you have a very, very strong intuition. I heard that you could ignore it often, because like I said, you could be a little bit afraid of your gifts. Don't do that. Your intuition is your inner compass, okay? And the other inner compass you have, it's specifically your emotions, okay? So don't ignore your intuition when it tells you what to do, basically, because it's probably not wrong, okay? So I'm seeing alignment, like alignment of like, oh, we talked about chakra alignment, but I just heard alignment again because I saw the stars. So I mean, aren't we in Pisces season? Am I crazy? No. Okay, we are in Pisces season. Okay, so this season specifically, I think there's a full moon coming up, if it's not here already. that's gonna be an important time for you. Like the moon, you're very connected to the moon energies. So maybe you would like to work with the moon to do your healing. So definitely look into that moon water and moon related crystals if you like that. Because they really just pointed that out to me here. Okay. So that's all I have for you. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to. And best of luck in your journey, okay? Much love. Bye-bye. Hello, if you chose the gate stone, this is your reading. So I just touched this stone and it feels very cold. Maybe it's cold where you live. But what I'm hearing from this stone, before I even started recording, I heard in my head the happy stone. So sun card, happiness. I feel like that's really interesting. So happiness, where are they highlighting happiness? I mean always highlight happiness, but this is a healing reading. So I'm gonna start with my oracles. I think you're the only group that got 3 of these. So I don't know what this stone is for. I'm not great at crystals, but I just heard that you may need some type of either solar plexus healing and or sacral chakra healing. The sacral, the one in like the area of your. I heard ovaries. You don't have to be a woman. I'm maybe just saying this because I'm a female, but just saying what came to mind. So let's start with. I'm gonna start with this one. Why? Indigo and Crystal Children, Archangel Metatron. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. So many stuff about children here in all of these. So a lot of inner child healing. So this one says, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus destiny life. You are not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. And Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance with the children here. Maybe this could be literal, and maybe you work with children. So maybe you work as a teacher or as a I heard therapist, but not like a psychologist type of therapist. I mean like a physical therapist kind of thing. And I heard something about language, so you could work with children that are deaf, or with children that just have issues speaking. If this is not for you, if that's not for you, it doesn't mean that the reading is not for you. They're just highlighting something very specific here. But here, with this, that's really interesting. So you're not for everyone here. So I feel like you are probably the only person in your family, or at least one of the few people in your family that are actually spiritual. And when I say spiritual, I don't mean religious. Religious and spiritual are not the same thing. Maybe your family does have a religious, if maybe they are Christians or something like that, but not spiritual in the sense of what spiritual actually means, right? So you may be the only one of the only people in your family, if not the only one, to be open about your gifts. I got that already, so you may want to watch pile 2. So I feel like you're kind of like the odd one out in your family. And if not only in your family, I heard that also in your friend group, like you've always felt different in some way. Like not different in a way that I'm like, not in a way that you think you stand off, but in a way that you don't feel like you quite fit in all the time. Maybe your values are not exactly, they don't exactly fit with those of people around you, and you're kind of always, I have like a lone wolf energy with you here, okay? But what you need to heal, that's what you're here for, right? I feel like you're at a crossroads right now. Like you're not sure which way to go, and I feel insecurity. So you may have not. Why? Okay, fine. I'm not. I literally have tarot for you, but they said this one, which okay. I feel like the thing at a crossroads is because you're feeling a little bit insecure about your own decision making. Like you feel like you can't trust yourself in a way. That's interesting. I heard something about alcohol. If you're not, you know, if you're young or if you don't have issues with alcohol, disregard that part. But I feel like someone here could have alcoholism, you know, alcohol issues here, or if not being, you know, like basically you know, if you're not addicted to it completely, it feels like you could use it for kind of to like distract yourself. So I feel like you're in a bit of you're a little bit distressed right now, because you're like, which way do I go? But like, can I really trust myself, because I've done all this terrible, you know, decisions for myself. I don't know why. Let's see here. What do I have to say here? I don't know why they told me to get this. Like, I have this to clarify, like at the end. So patience, patience. Serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Bringing harmony and balance. The Hanged Man. So you may very well be in a recovery right now, like in a recovery stage. Doesn't have to be about alcohol, just a recovery stage in general. Like your life being very hectic, and all of a sudden you're in like this stagnation, and you're like, is this, like, should I trust this? Like, can I relax? That's the kind of thing that I'm feeling here. You have the Four of Wands. Yes. Bringing harmony and balance. Like, first of all, about that card, yes, work on balancing yourself. And I'm hearing something about a balanced diet. They're showing me a specific oracle card that I have, that's from Archangel Raphael, I believe. And I think it says healthy lifestyle or something like that, but it's referring to, you know, eating a balanced and healthier diet, and just, you know, getting sleep, plenty of sleep and exercise and stuff like that. So that, they showed me that card in my head, and that's what I'm seeing here. There's the Page of Pentacles. As I said, the one more. Okay. And the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, you one more. I give you one more. Alright. That's interesting. They usually don't tell me to get more stuff, but here we go. And the Lovers. Okay. Okay. So, what I said about you distracting yourself doesn't have to be, you know, about with alcohol. It could be just technically anything else. They just highlighted alcohol to me. But it could be because you may want to watch pile 3. I mean pile 1. This is pile 3. What am I saying? The hell? Because it's coming up that it could be related to a relationship of sorts. And if not a relationship, oh no, wait. Okay, I'm getting two things. If it's not about relationship, it could be about family stuff, or maybe your friends. Maybe you went through a very difficult fallout with a friend recently, or, which is what I actually heard, and it makes sense with what I said about you being at a crossroads and not trusting yourself. The Lovers is also about making a decision. Okay, so maybe you've made a decision in the past that, you know, a decision that you think, okay, so you made a decision towards something, and that something didn't work out well. Could have been a relationship, could have been a job. I'm feeling job very heavily. And now, because you made that wrong decision, and I say wrong, I'm gonna explain to you why. But you kind of blame yourself for it. Like, if I hadn't done this, I wouldn't have suffered this much, and this wouldn't have happened, and this and that. Something, that's what I'm seeing here. But the thing with that is that was kind of like a lesson for you, not a punishment. I don't mean a lesson like, here, take a lesson. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, it was something to help you grow, right? And now what you need to heal is that insecurity you feel within yourself, and not insecurity probably in the traditional sense, just you being distrusting of yourself, of what your own gut tells you, because you think that it led you astray at some point. Make sense? Now, this is about stability. So, balance, stability. Work on balancing your energies. And I heard balancing, what? Balancing your body? What? Okay, never mind. It's balancing your body. That's what I heard. That doesn't make exactly any sense. What I mean, the hanged man is balancing his body in a way. But there's this period of kind of like stagnation, and you're kind of pondering upon this. And the crossroads, I feel like it's not an immediate decision. It could be work related, but with you being at a crossroads, the, if it's not, if it's literally, or maybe you're not even at a crossroads, you just feel lost, right? But you don't exactly trust yourself or your intuition enough to follow it because of that misstep that you did that you had before. I'm gonna use this card. What's happening here? Let's use this one. This is a very strange reading. Let's get this one. The Six of Cups. Oh, okay. The Three of Pentacles. The King of Swords. Heavy on that pondering energy. And then you got the Two of Wands. That crossroads. There it is. Haha. Sorry, I get excited when I see stuff like this. And the Ten of Coins. Okay, so definitely heavy work related here. Doesn't have to be, but especially highlighting that for someone. This crossroads. And also here. Oh, alright. So, yes, it could be a crossroads, like a relationship. Huh! Maybe, maybe this crossroads is about getting in a new relationship or not, or leaving whatever relationship you're in or not. I didn't mean to say that, but I mean, I said it for a reason. No accidents here. But it feels like maybe you're not even at a crossroads, like I said before. You could be simply doubting a decision that you already made. Okay? You're kind of just, it's like you take 3 steps and then you know, go 4 backwards. But it's like you take this step and you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, and then you do it, and then you come back because you're feeling insecure about the, you know, unsure of the decision you made. So that needs healing. The thing is here is that you need to change the way that you see that decision you made that wasn't ideal for you, because you're seeing it as it was my fault and I can't trust myself because I made a wrong decision this time, or maybe I haven't made the best decisions you know, in my life until now, so I don't know if I can trust myself. You need to you need to try to heal that so you can change your perspective on it and actually see it as what it is, which is kind of like it's something that needed to happen for you to grow as a person, okay? Not a punishment, simply a lesson that you needed here as a person. You know, something you needed in this incarnation, alright? Because with like heavy reminiscing energy here, so pondering, this doesn't, it could even be something you did as a child that had repercussions for you that you didn't deserve, okay? So healing, you need to heal, you know, work with your inner child, but that insecurity of whether you trust yourself or not, that is very important for you to heal. Because the thing is, you're not trusting yourself. Your intuition is not leading you astray. Your guides are not leading you astray. So, I mean, if you can't trust yourself, do you really trust other people? Because I feel like you don't. And I feel like you're always between, you know, at this crossroads, like I said, of can I trust you, or can I trust myself, or can I not? You know, am I gonna have a favorable outcome, or am I gonna, you know, just be completely destroyed again? The past is in the past for a reason, right? You are meant to learn from your past. You are not meant to carry your past around as if it were, you know, as if it was like a very heavy backpack, okay? You learn from the past, you learn your lessons, and then you let go of it. Because the thing is, if you carry it around all the time, you're never gonna be, you know, sure of where to go. You could be, I heard a Virgo here. Maybe you're a Virgo. Not sure here, but I feel like you just want happiness. Like that's all you want. You just don't want to do something that it's gonna threaten your happiness. Even if you're not happy right now, you feel like anything you do could destroy your goal that you have about being happy, right? And that is exactly what you need to hear, not heal. um I would recommend you work on what I'm seeing here is heart chakra healing, throat chakra healing, and a lot of crown chakra healing here. Maybe you're seeing a therapist in some way, because I feel like if you don't have maybe you have anxiety, or you could have depression, or some depressive symptoms, and you may be seeing someone for this. But I feel like if you don't actually trust them. Like, you don't say everything you need to say, right? So what your guides are recommending you is to go within, you know, purposely go within. Sit down and say, okay, what's this and where is it coming from? To refer to that thing about you not being sure of yourself, and not trusting yourself. Which, for what reason? Someone at some point in your life could have told you that you mess up everything, or something like that. I heard that very clearly. Or like you never do anything right, or something like that, and that stayed with you. This could be from childhood, but I'm also seeing heavy relationship vibes here, because I mean, we have the Lovers as well, so it could have been a relationship, a toxic relationship of sorts, and they want you to heal that. They want you to know that it's gonna hurt. Like, they're not gonna sugarcoat it for you and say it's gonna be amazing. No, it's gonna hurt. Okay. But the thing with that is that you are releasing that energy, and by revisiting your past, you're gonna be, when you revisit it right now, you're gonna be able to see things from a different perspective already, simply because you're a different person now than you were then, right? But because I do feel like this was like a long time ago, which is why I said if it wasn't about when you were a child, it could have been a very old relationship, and by old I mean like years years ago, right? Something you're still healing from. I heard ex-wife, like that, it resonates. So you may have been actually married to this person in some way, or at least in like a very some type of partnership. I'm hearing something specific about you living with, if this was a relationship, you were living with this person, like actually living with them. Maybe you don't have children, but you didn't, but it feels like you lived with them at some point, right? So, and that made you feel a little bit more trapped. You guys really want you to listen to your intuition, okay? It's understandable that I mean, if you feel like you can't trust yourself, you're not gonna really listen to your intuition, are you? Right? And if you do, you rarely do it. So here's the thing. I'm gonna suggest you like a little bit of an exercise. Your intuition, start type of using it for smaller things. So instead of using your intuition solely to make a huge life decision, because that's gonna make you really stressed and make you more insecure of the decision you're making, do for something small. They're showing me something specific. There are kind of like psychic exercises type thing where they're like, okay, I have this 5 stones and I'm gonna have one in my hand, and guess which one. So something like that, so you can kind of train your intuition. That's gonna help you become more secure in it, become more less blocking it less, kind of thing. And when your mind starts, literally when your thoughts start playing your mind and telling you, what if this is wrong, what if this is gonna hurt you, what if this, take a moment to yourself and take a deep breath, okay? And the thing is, say, what if it actually goes right, right? Because that's the thing, because there's like this negative self-talk and this worry about your decisions, which is, but what if it actually goes right? You don't actually wonder that, do you? Because I'm seeing the negative part. I'm not seeing the, okay, what if I actually do this and I get this? So when your mind starts telling you what if it doesn't, what if it goes wrong, you know, start maybe listing for yourself in a way why it could go right, right? So that's gonna make you feel a bit more reassured. And I heard something about music, so maybe, what? Okay, I don't listen to Daft Punk, and I think they broke up recently, but you may listen to them, or maybe there's something in their songs for you. So Daft Punk, I believe I'm saying that right. No idea. I don't listen to them, so I'm like, I don't know where that came from. But maybe that music, either you like it, or there is something in there for you, some message in their songs for you, right? So with the balancing, I feel like, yes, you are being insecure about this, but like deep down, you know, like deep down you're sure of which decisions to take, and deep down you know that you know that you can trust yourself. Of course, why wouldn't you trust yourself, right? So this is really about, you know, kind of stopping your mind from telling you that something could go wrong, or that you're not trustworthy in any way, right? Because I feel like you are. You seem like a very reliable person. I mean, I have the 10 of coins. This reliable energy for me. This is grounded. You may want to do some grounding. So that's gonna help you a lot. Because, oh, definitely, okay. Because it's like when your mind is racing, it's you know, racing everywhere. You grounding may actually help you. And for grounding, you don't need to even meditate. You can simply, you know, sit down and say, okay, what are three things in this room that I can touch? What are two things that I can see? What is one thing that I can taste? That is a very simple grounding technique. Something I personally like to do. I like to see myself as a tree. Yes, literally. You know, growing roots into the earth, and that helps me calm down. So try some grounding techniques out there, simpler ones and more complex ones, because I feel like if you don't think you can trust yourself, but here, what I'm seeing here, you have a very trustworthy energy, like from other people. Maybe other people rely on you a lot, and you're like, why are you relying on me? Don't you think I'm unreliable? Like something like that. That's what I'm seeing here. So definitely work on that, and know that you are, I heard you're worthy. Like, you're so worthy. That's what I heard in my head. So definitely agree with that. Okay, so that's all I have for you. Best of luck on your journey. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to. And until next time, much love. Bye bye.